Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to test out the new Jaclyn Cosmetics foundation and concealer. So if you want to see how these products work on dry skin, because trust me, mine is dry as fuck, then just keep watching. Speaking of dry skin, I forgot to moisturize, so let's put some moisturizer on real quick. At least in my really dry spots. Normally you want to let this sit in for a little bit, but we don't have time for that because I forgot. So I feel like this is going to be a fun test of these products because if you can't tell, your eyesight needs checked. I am breaking out like crazy, and I am that person that hardly ever breaks out, but stress has taken over my life and I cannot stop breaking out. Anyways, so we're going to test these products out. I have seen a couple of videos, actually one video, and so I kind of know a little bit of how to handle one product, and I'll explain that in a second. So like I said, we're going to test out the Jaclyn Cosmetics Skin Perfecting Blurring Tint and the Perfecting Concealer. These are the products. I have used them twice now, so this will be my third time using it. I got my foundation or tint in the shade Fair, and I got the concealer in the shade Ferrous Neutral. So I'm gonna read on their website about it first. So let's talk about the concealer first. It says that it is supposed to be a lightweight, buildable concealer, so fresh it'll look well rested. It says Jaclyn Hill's Faux Filler Perfecting Concealer offers medium to full coverage and is a matte finish while visibly brightening and blurring for a finish that's fresh and flawless, like you got a good night's sleep, geesh. Its doe foot applicator is designed for precise application and is available in 35 shades. Does retail for $26. And then let me do the Perfecting Blurring Tint, which, can we talk about that? How weird that is for her to come out with. Like, she's always talked about being a full coverage queen, so it's kind of weird that her first foundation is a tint, but whatever. Retails for $34. It says, get that comfy real skin perfection with Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics, with Jaclyn Hill's Skin Perfecting Blurring Tint. I do think it's weird that both descriptions say Jaclyn Hill's XYZ, because it's supposed to be Jaclyn Cosmetics and not Jaclyn specific, but whatever. Doing double duty as a blurring primer and tinted moisturizer. This is not a foundation, but a sheer coverage wonder that delivers a natural finish that blurs texture and enhances the look of your skin for that just woke up glow. Ingredients like beta glucan help visibly improve skin tone, while sodium hyaluronic, whatever, helps draw in moisture and hydration. It's available in 12 shades. Let's just dive in. Again, this is obviously not supposed to be just a full foundation like it said. I'm normally a full coverage queen, and I don't know why, but lately I've been doing less coverage. I don't know who the hell I am, but yeah. So let's go ahead and just dive into this. I'm not gonna put anything else under except for what I have, and ignore everything. I'm gonna get ready after this, but I don't like getting ready before I have my makeup done. I haven't even combed my hair. I'm filming a video and I haven't even combed my hair. Let's go in with the concealer first. Like I said, I have seen one video about it. I actually didn't watch Jaclyn's video about it. Sponge is ripping. I didn't watch her video. I actually watched Manny MUA's, and so I do know from him that this cannot sit long. So do not put it to one side and the other side and then start to blend out, because then it'll be too hard to blend. Apparently it dries down extremely fast. So I'm going to do this two ways. One way, I'm going to try to use a damp sponge, and the other way I'm going to use a brush just to see if it has any kind of difference. I have only used this product once. It was the foundation or the blurring tint that I've used a couple of times. By the way, when I first got this product, I was like, what the hell? I got gypped, because you can see at the bottom. Oh, maybe you can't. Come on. There's like this huge gap, and I'm like, the hell? I didn't fill my product up all the way, because you can tell. I think it's the kind of product that maybe it'll push itself up. I don't know. But at first I was like, did I get gypped? So then I was online looking at all the other pictures of like the professional shot pictures, and they're just the same. So if you actually pay attention, the bottle it comes in is rounded at the bottom, and then the product her actual foundation is squared. So it just doesn't fit to go to the bottom. Anyways, it's still supposed to be 1 fluid ounce though. I just had to mention that, because if anyone else is like me and thinks you're getting gypped, You're not. That's how the packaging is. Anyways, all right, let's just go ahead. I can shut up. So I like to do my concealer first. I just noticed I have such an easier time blending concealer into foundation versus the other way. So I'm going to immediately start blending it out. This is just I should not be talking, a Flower Beauty concealer brush. I really like this. I do like to use my concealer on my lid to cancel out my veins. So I put that there too. I will tell you off of one use, I already have a preference or I have an opinion on this, but we'll see. I did the brush last time, so we'll see if the sponge makes any difference. And it's already dry. Come on. I mean, that is good because it means you don't have to set it. I am the type of person that sets everything, even though I'm dry, which I'm going to be moving to a state with a lot of humidity, so I wonder if that's going to have to change my routine. We're going to leave it there for now. So this is what it looks like. I did not add my 2 lights I normally have on the side because I feel like those tend to just blast too much color or too much brightness, which then throws my lighting off because I'm so pale. So I left those off, so hopefully it'll make it, it makes a lot of shadows in my video, but hopefully that'll help with being more true to color for you guys. It already looks so drying. Like, let me see if I can zoom in for you. I'm whitening it out. Damn it. Can you see? It looks so dry already, and I haven't set it. Okay, well, let's try the other side, and we're going to use a sponge on the other side. I do think that it is pretty medium coverage because of this product, though, and it already being so, like, fast drying and also just looking dry on my skin. Oh my god, I almost got that in my eye. Pay attention, Georgianne. I really don't want to add another layer because I feel like that might not be good. So we're going to use a sponge now. Let's see if that does anything. It feels very sticky. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but with the sponge, it feels sticky. Like, what the fuck? And it also took a lot of the product. So far, I think, obviously, the sponge did take a product. And, like, this area is my bad area. All these freaking wrinkles, I'm getting old. Anyways, so it did take the product, so it's not as full coverage, which always happens with brush versus the sponge. But I do notice it's not as drying looking, but it also made it, the product, more sticky-like. Like, whatever is helping it dry down fast, the sponge messed up. Because, like, it just felt so sticky. It's starting to go away. I'm just going to use my brush and especially fix this problem. This freaking corner of my eye, it always waters. It's so horrible. I hate that. Anybody else have an eye that they just can't stand? Like, look at it. Oh, it just loses all the product because it won't stop watering. Concealer is a no-go for me. I already know that. It's just, it's too much work. It's too much of a hassle to even work with. Like, I'm gonna try, I might regret this, to add a little bit more on this side because of the sponge taking it. I just kind of want to match the coverage, but I might regret this. If you have any kind of dryness under your eyes, do not use this. I'm sorry, but no. Look at this. Do you see how bad this is? Oh, come on. Stop whiting me out. Do you see that? Like, no. It's a no for me. All right, let's just move on. And let's use the foundation. Or the blurring tint. So like I said, I got mine in the shade Fair. I understand that it's supposed to be a tinted moisturizer, but I still want some coverage, so I'm actually going to use a brush to paint it on. And like, when I say I want a tint, I don't actually mean I want a full-blown tint, so this is kind of how I've liked used it. Let me tell you though, this feels like I'm just rubbing moisturizer on my skin. It feels so nice. So because this is a tint, I am going to let it sit for a second to kind of have the heat of my skin help set it, so it'll help make it fuller coverage. Science. I don't really know how it works, but it does. I'm gonna use a brush for this. I really don't want to use a sponge because of this being a tint. I do want coverage, so I'm gonna use a brush. This is the Laura Lee Los Angeles L11 brush, so I'm just gonna use that to pat it in. Ooh. Okay, I waited way too long. I normally do one side and then pat it out, but because I was filming this, I just figured I'd do the whole face. And I think that was a bad idea because it feels like it's getting dried down way too fast and stuck. Come on, blend out. I could have just used my hands. I mean, this legitimately feels like a moisturizer, so I really could have just used my hands, but I don't know, that's so gross to me. I just don't like the feeling of crap in my hands. So this is the skin tint. Obviously it's a tint, so you can still see my redness and everything. You can still see my zits, but to be honest, they don't look bad. Like, for it being a skin tint, that's actually really good. I am going to apply it to a couple of more places where I personally just want a little bit more buildup just because of my redness. And again, this is a tinted moisturizer, technically. So color-wise, this looks really good. I'm letting this sit for a little bit, but I am going to use a powder. Again, I know that I'm dry. I don't know what it is. I need to set my face. It just feels wrong for me not to. So I'm gonna use the translucent powder from Laura Mercier. Mercier. Let me actually show it to you without putting any powder on yet. Just so you can kind of see what we're working with. My nose is always the driest part of me, so this actually looks pretty good. I did not put much on my nose though. Skin tints don't like to really stick on my nose. I will say though, I feel like I don't see the blurring. If anything, I think it's actually doing the opposite for me because I feel like I don't normally see many pores and I'm seeing like a lot of pores right here. I feel like they're just, I feel like it's actually sticking in my pores, but like it's reflective as well. And I feel like that's having a down effect. Or maybe it's just that I can't tell over the concealer because the concealer also came down too far. And the concealer looks horribly dry. Like, horribly dry. To where I really shouldn't set it. But I'm like, what else do I do? It looks disgusting. So I'm gonna just set it because I just can't. It looks so gross. And I'm just, we're gonna set it. Luckily, nobody's gonna see me today. I just want to show you my under eyes. Obviously, powder didn't help them. Can you even tell? Hopefully it doesn't have me whited out too much that you couldn't see that, but yeah, let's put powder everywhere else. So this is what it looks like now with powder. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup, get ready, and we will come back and we're just gonna have our final thoughts because like I said, I have tried the foundation for a couple of times. The concealer I've tried once before and then obviously now. So we will come back and we will see how it looks after everything is done and set in place and tell you our thoughts. Okay, we are back. Makeup is done. Let's talk. So this is what it looks like. Oh my god. Apparently I gained a zit in the time of doing this. I don't remember that being there. Anyways, so to be honest, I actually really like this. I will definitely keep using this for like the days that I don't want a lot of makeup, which obviously I still put a lot of makeup on today. But I feel like this would actually be a good one for like, I just want to cover some redness, but I don't care that my whole face is actually done. I would use this. Otherwise, it is more finagling to get it to a better coverage that I like. So for me, this would be just kind of like those days that I just don't want redness everywhere. So I would use this. Otherwise, I hate this. Staying away from it. Too drying. It just, even without setting it, you saw it was drying. Setting it obviously just made it worse. But I don't like the concealer. Can I take this back? Is it like a normal brand that you can return things? Because I really don't want this. Maybe I'll use it for zits. Maybe that'll be good. So maybe I'll just keep it, try it with zits. So if you're dry, concealer, I'm gonna say no. But this is actually really nice. So I'm going to keep using this for sure. But yeah, that is all I have for this video. So thank you guys for watching and I'll see you in the next one.